Imagine a future where Africa no longer imports finished goods, but rather becomes a powerhouse of production and innovations. That sounds far-fetched, right? But do you know, goal-getters, that future is actually closer than you think thanks to the Dangote Refinery. But the amazing part is that it's not only the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, but it's actually the biggest on the planet. Can we applaud that? This realization is gigantic. But I'm wondering why, since on the 27th of May, that Africa sent its first shipment of refined fuel from Africa to the Netherlands, places are just quiet. How can we be quiet, goal-getters, with such a historic achievement? Let's look at it this way, goal-getters. The Dangote Refinery isn't just a marvel of engineering, but it is also a symbol of Africa's potential to lead in global industries. To brief you on everything, obviously the author is the billionaire Dangote, and it is located in Nigeria. It actually covers 2,635 hectares of land, and it has a processing capacity of 650,000 barrels of crude oil per day. But then, how will this refinery impact the whole of Africa? That is the question we are to answer today. How will it impact businesses across the continent? So if this is something that you would love to know, stick around, goal-getters, for you know I've always got you covered, and I am going to be walking you through exactly how you can benefit from this project. So I am therefore going to be unleashing to you businesses that will skyrocket thanks to the Dangote Refinery. My name is Evinchik, and you're watching Africa Today. Now, let's obviously start from the agriculture sector. You know, we the Africans are going huge on agriculture presently, and the Dangote Refinery is going to be producing large quantities of ammonia and urea, which are key ingredients in fertilizers. Now, this is a game changer for not only the African farmers, but also for those who are interested in embarking on the production of fertilizers. Remember, on the channel, we always try our best to promote production in Africa. So this is a huge business opportunity for Africans to embark on the production of fertilizers. Now, before we proceed, let's hear from the horse's mouth.
And as I said, give us 3, maximum 4 years, Africa will not, and I repeat, and you can challenge me, will not import any more fertilizer from anywhere.
You all got that from the horse's mouth. With the Dangote Refinery, we've got a maximum of 4 years to stop importing fertilizers into Africa. Doesn't this call for celebration? Now, you know we are going to be getting ammonia and urea from this refinery. And you know, ammonia is an effective source of nitrogen in plants, which helps the crops increase their yields, therefore increasing food production and even food security. Now, the local farmers are going to be benefiting from accessible and affordable fertilizers. They aren't going to be stressing to import fertilizers anymore. Therefore, the prices are going to be lower than usual. Now, getting these high quality fertilizers right from Africa, it is obviously going to boost our productivity and therefore feed more people. And also, it is going to boost the agricultural sector of Africa. We will therefore be capable of producing more than enough to feed not only our population, but equally export some of our produce. Let's just end there for now concerning the agricultural sector, because it could actually take us a whole day. Let's move on to the petrochemical industry. Now, it is crystal clear that the Dangote Refinery is going to be producing a wide range of petrochemicals. This will include things like polyethylene and polypropylene. Now, if you didn't know, these are crucial raw materials for a wide variety of products. It will even cover from packaging to automotive parts. This is obviously going to bring about new businesses and expand the old ones. Now, this is a big plus for those who are involved in the petrochemical industry. Now, when the refinery gives us access to things like polyethylene, which is very vital when it comes to the production of a variety of goods. We've obviously got an advantage because nowadays polyethylene is one of the things that are highly used, right? And it is because of its safety relative to other chemical products. Now, some of the advantages we have with polyethylene is its biocompatibility. It is very biocompatible at the level of medical appliances. It has actually been proven to not cause adverse reactions when in contact with body tissues, therefore making it appropriate for medical devices such as implants and surgical tools. Another advantage of the polyethylene is its non-toxicity. It doesn't contain most of the harmful chemicals we find in other plastics such as the bisphenol A or the phthalates. So it is considered safe to use in food contact applications. Polyethylene has actually been approved by regulatory agencies such as the US Food and Drug Administration and equally the European Food Safety Authority. So it was approved to be safe for food, packaging, and containers. That leads us to the next industry, which is the plastic and packaging industry. Now, with the Dangote Refinery, this industry is going to face an explosive growth. With an abundant supply of raw material from the Dangote Refinery, businesses are going to be capable of innovating and expanding their production lines. Availability of local raw material is not only going to help them produce high quality, but also help them reduce cost. And if we could produce more high quality goods, it will actually enable us export African-made goods to the international markets. Now let's talk about the automotive and aviation industry. Talking about the automotive and aviation industry, they are going to benefit immensely from easy access to things like lubricants, synthetic oils, and other byproducts from the refinery. Now, with this access to cheaper raw material, Africa's automotive and aviation industries are going to be capable of innovating and be capable of competing globally. Now, to crown it all, it is going to bring about a boost in entrepreneurial opportunities in Africa. You can see me smiling while saying that because I know what this could do to African entrepreneurs. Now, goal getters, let's look at it this way. With the arrival of this raw material, we can now start businesses that were previously impossible in Africa. When we import from others, it actually reduces our bargaining power, believe it or not. It even goes as far as softening our decision-making power. Once you are getting into a negotiation and your opponent already has a high bargaining power over you, you feel helpless. And that's what Africa has been going through in the past centuries. Now, I want us to take Dangote's realization as a signal that Africa is about to rise. Africa is about to innovate. And most importantly, Africa is about to lead. To me, the Dangote Refinery is more than just a refinery, alright? It is a beacon of what's possible when we invest in ourselves and in our future. Goal getters, this Dangote's realization to me is actually the pivot of Africa's industrialization. And I applaud him for that, for he has distinguished himself among many. For the most part, the African millionaires are going to be investing their money in companies like Apple, Google, just to name a few. But what did he do? He thought of investing it in Africa and make Africa benefit from it as a whole. He is actually our new Kwame Nkrumah in the sense that he brings self-sufficiency to Africa. Now, let's face facts. Nigeria is actually a big economy, right? Dangote could still have decided to limit himself to something that would serve only Nigeria. But he went as far as doing something that will make the whole of Africa independent. That is, not rely on import anymore to survive. Now, do you know that just as of now, the amount of urea that is produced in that refinery can actually serve the whole of Egypt? And in 4 years to come, it is going to cover the whole of Africa. And here, goal getters, please, let's celebrate this African hero's achievement. For if we don't celebrate it, who is going to do it for us? For me, with this refinery, when I just look at the amount of ammonia, urea, and polyethylene, for instance, that this refinery is going to give us access to, I am more than satisfied. We've got fertilizers to produce. Dangote also made mention of the fact that with the refinery, we aren't going to be importing raw materials used in producing detergents anymore. We are going to have access to ammonia, alright? Now let's talk about the ammonia solution. The aqueous ammonia is actually used on daily basis in household and industrial cleaners. That is one of the main active ingredients in the production of the detergents that we use every day to remove grease and stains from our cookwares, dresses, furniture, and you name it. Now, if we go to the food sector, ammonium bicarbonate and ammonium carbonate are actually used as leavening agents in the baking industry. If we go to livestock feed, ammonium salts such as ammonium chloride are used as feed additives to provide essential nutrients to livestock. That's why I told you, go-getters, that this achievement is actually going to impact all the economic sectors in Africa as a whole, be it the automotive or aviation sector, the agriculture sector, the pharmaceutical sector, and even down to consumer goods. This project is a blessing to Africa. And to crown it all, the socioeconomic aspect of Africa is going to change drastically. Aside from us having access to cheaper raw material and in turn enjoying more quality goods, imagine the amount of employment that this structure is going to offer to Africans. I believe right now a good amount of youths are benefiting from this project already. Now imagine the amount of other youths that will be employed thanks to the new businesses that are stemming up from the benefits of this achievement. Now at this stage, go-getters, I believe all of us have one or two things to celebrate about this achievement. And I would love to read in the comment section what you all think you could actually benefit from this achievement. What are the businesses that you might start from this opportunity that is actually one of its kind in Africa? I would love to read it. And also, which of the businesses that I cited are you interested in? You could as well share with the community what you think exactly. Now, if you are new to the channel, know that we've covered a variety of agricultural videos and production machine videos that might interest you, because now more than ever before, it is the time for us to take action. Remember, on the channel, I always talk about taking action. This is the right time for you to do that if you've got just a little money sitting in your bank account. And worry not, on this channel, I've also come up with some videos that is actually unleashing to you those businesses that you could actually start in Africa even without money. And if you're interested in knowing those production businesses that you could start or those agricultural businesses that you should start, please just go to our playlist, scroll, and you're going to definitely find something that will suit you on there. We've covered a lot of lucrative plants that you could cultivate in Africa and make a lot of money, and we've covered a lot of production machines that you could actually buy and start off a good business in Africa. We've detailedly covered the packaging machine and everything that goes along with it, and if you're interested, you can check the video in the comment section and watch. And in that video, we noticed that you all were especially interested in the spice packaging machine. So we came up with a step-by-step tutorial on how you can start up a spice packaging business in Africa. So it is actually free to our members, but if you aren't a member, don't worry. We always have the link to our membership in our about page, so you could click it and access the membership and get free access to that step-by-step guide. And if you've watched this video and you haven't liked it, I don't know what you are waiting for. If you've liked the video already and you love what we offer on the channel, do well to share it with all your loved ones so that we empower more Africans. For the more Africans we empower, the greater Africa will be. That said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.
Turn and walk away. I know how this goes.